At midnight, the temperature in a city was 5 degrees. The temperature was dropping at a steady rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour. Write an inequality that represents T, the number of hours past midnight, when the temperature was colder than negative 4 degrees Celsius. Explain or show your reasoning. So first thing I'm going to do is identify my inequality because that's highlighted yellow. I'm going to start there. It says colder than, so that means I want it to be less than negative 4 degrees. So I know that the total degrees that we want to see that's colder than is negative 4. So here is my inequality. I have less than, and my total is negative 4 degrees. So now I need to figure out which part is my rate and my variable. So I see it gives us a variable here to use, which is T. So I'm going to put T as my variable. And then I see that T means the number of hours past midnight. And it tells me in the first part of the problem that there's a rate of 2 degrees per hour. So I know that the rate is 2 because it tells me that the rate is 2 degrees. And then lastly, I have to remember that the temperature is dropping. So that means it's decreasing at negative 2 degrees per hour. So it's decreasing at negative 2 degrees per hour. So really important that we're reading the sentences fully because it says the temperature is dropping. So it's becoming less each hour. So we need to make sure that we represent that by using a negative 2 degrees. And then lastly is my constant. That's the starting temperature, and that would be 5 degrees. So that's the last number that we have in the problem, 5 degrees Celsius. So now what I need to do is solve the inequality in order to graph it. So I have negative 2t plus 5 is less than negative 4. So first thing I need to do is subtract 5 from both sides. Bring down negative 2t is less than negative 9. I need to divide by negative 2 on both sides. Going to bring down t. And remember, when you divide by a negative number, that flips your inequality symbol, so it now becomes greater than. We have negative 9 divided by negative 2, which is equal to positive 4.5, or 4.5. So my solution is t is greater than 4.5. So now I'm going to plot that on the graph. So I'm going to use the number line to represent this inequality. I know that t is going to be a number that is greater than 4.5. So I'm going to estimate 4.5 is about here. And I know that because in the middle of 4 and 6 would be 5. In the middle of 5 and 4 is 4.5. Because it's greater than, I know my circle will be open. And then I see that the inequality symbol is facing towards the right. So I want to represent all of the numbers that are larger than 4.5. So that's everything to the right of that point on the number line. So here on my number line, I now see t is greater than 4.5.